I'm Adam.
And I'm Sunny.
And this is Where There's a Williams, There's a Way. Well, shiver me timbers, Sonny. I was just thinking about pirates and their adventurous lives in the high sea.
Yar, pirates, they be a curious bunch, though I reckon their love for treasure might rival my family's fondness for cheese.
Sonny, your family's fondness for cheese is legendary. But tell me, if you were a pirate, what would your ship be called?
The Cheesy Cheddar Cutter, a vessel swift as the wind, sailing the seven seas in search of the ultimate cheese wheel treasure.
That sounds like a mighty fine ship. But I also can't imagine pirates without their trusty parrot sidekick squawking away. Would you have one of those too?
Instead of a parrot, I'd have a parrotfish. He'd be called Cap'n Squidgy, always chomping on seaweed and giving salty advice.
Captain Squidgy sounds like quite the character. In today's book, it's yo-ho-ho versus ho-ho-ho in this rowdy and raucous holiday guide on how not to meet Santa. Let's get started. If you ever want to bring a pirate to meet Santa, don't, by Elise Parsley. If your dad says you're going to meet Santa, he means the bearded guy with a red suit and a bag full of treasures. He does not mean that guy. That's a pirate. If you make friends with the pirate anyway, your dad will tell you that pirates are on the naughty list. You'll tell him it's okay, and that you'll fix that by the time you meet Santa. You'll teach this pirate not to pillage and plunder, or sing loud sea chanties, and he won't make anybody walk the plank. Cross your heart. While you wait to meet Santa, an elf will be handing out candy canes. You'll say thank you and nudge the pirate to do the same. He'll say yarg and tooth rot, and finally, thank ye. You'll hope he'll give those candies back before you meet Santa. Farther up the line, you'll suggest singing to pass the time. I've got this jar of free candies on my desk, but I swear they're disappearing faster than I can blink.
I might know something about that. Have you been indulging a bit too much in the sweets yourself?
Guilty as charged. But seriously, it's like they have a secret magnet pulling me toward them.
You're not alone. My family has a bit of a sweet tooth too. Every time we find something tasty, it's like a mouse marathon to get there first.
A mouse marathon, huh? I can imagine the chaos. Maybe I should take some lessons from your family on how to navigate this candy craze.
Sure thing. Just remember, moderation is key. Too much candy might give you a sugar rush that turns the classroom into a circus.
Point taken. I'll try to resist the magnetic pull of those treats, but no promises if they're as tempting as they seem.
It's a sweet struggle we all face.
The pirate will dive right in with,
"Oh, a hog-eye ship and a hog-eye crew, a hog-eye mate and a skipper too."
You'll have to add, "and a merry hog-eye Christmas to you," and hope he'll learn jingle bells by the time you meet Santa. Now, the longer you and the pirate wait in line, the more tired and bored and hungry you and that pirate will get. Then, what ho! The pirate will pull an egg and cheese sandwich from his bag. You'll remind him that 'tis the season for giving. He will look at you and look at Santa, and then pop that sandwich right down the hatch. You will hope you don't starve before you meet Santa. Finally, you will get to the front of that line and meet Santa Claus himself. Things will be going so well. Then the elf behind the camera will ask you to smile nicely and say cheese. Then the elf will tell you, no, smile nicely and say cheese. He will yell,
Cheese! No, cheese!
Then he'll holler for you to,
Just give me one good smile already.
that pirate's really embarrassing in front of Santa.
You think that's bad? You know what happened to me yesterday? My cousin Marvin pulled off the ultimate embarrassing move in front of my friends. We were all chilling, having a mini cheese party, and suddenly Marvin decides to do the limbo with the spaghetti noodle. Can you imagine that?
Sounds like quite the performer. Wait till you hear about my cousin at a family picnic. We were playing a game of charades, and just when it was his turn, he stood up and started acting out being a chicken. Not just any chicken, but a chicken doing ballet. The whole park was laughing at him.
That's hilarious. But you've got to admit, those embarrassing family moments make for the best stories. It's like our relatives have a secret talent for making memories unforgettable.
That's when you'll hear Santa whisper that this is why pirates are on the naughty list. And before you know it, Santa will be walking the plank. By now, of course, you'll wish you'll have walked right past the bearded guy in a red suit with a bag full of treasure who was really a pirate. By now, you'd rather be stuck in a snowbank than here with this pirate. And before you can even get the pirate to apologize, Santa and his elves will just go home. Well, here's what I would do if I were you. Then, do not let him move from that seat until he changes his scurvy ways. Ah, never mind. If you ever want to bring a pirate to meet Santa, don't. After all, pirates are on the naughty list.
Hey, Adam, you ever get in trouble as a kid? I've had my fair share of naughty moments.
Oh, absolutely. I remember this one time when I thought I could outsmart my parents by hiding some unfinished homework. Turns out, they always find out. Lesson learned.
That's hilarious. I once sneaked into the pantry for a cheese stash we had saved for a special occasion. Ended up eating it all, and boy did I learn about moderation. That sure came back to haunt me.
Owning up to mistakes is pretty important.
Taking responsibility is key. Oh, the lessons we learn through our mishaps. But hey, at least we become wiser, right?
Speaking of that, it'd probably be a wise thing to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'm Adam.
And I'm Sunny.
And this is Where There's a Williams, There's a Way. Did you know piracy has been a part of human history since ancient times? Records of pirate activity date back to at least the 1400s, with some evidence of even earlier piracy.